Hello everyone, I'm going to be starting out tonight with the RU 251 here. Figure I might as well try to knock this triple out since it's 3x experience now. Hopefully in the first battle here. Hopefully everyone's having a good day so far. Tonight, like usual, I'm going to be doing a lot of tank requests, so feel free to request any tanks you'd like to see. Otherwise, you know, I'm going to just chuck in a couple grinds throughout the night as well. Hopefully everything goes as planned this stream, since we had a couple little issues in the last stream with Restream not wanting to connect. Alright, it's encounter mode, so it's kind of a coin flip as to what side I would like to go to, but I'll probably still head to this right side, but the LTTB doesn't look like it'll scout as aggressive as I will, so I'll still head this way. Hello guys. Yeah, hopefully I can get a couple early spots. So far it's not looking too great here. I'm definitely gonna get lit up the top here. I'm just, yeah, hoping nobody actually ends up hitting me. We got at least 2 people kind of set up to where I'll still take a little peek over here, see if I can get this TVP to to kind of chase me. You know, sometimes people, even though it doesn't seem very safe, they'll still kind of pop over and try to get a quick little shot on you if it looks like you're alone. But so far, you know, even though I'm not exactly bottom tier here, since there's only a few tier 10s, I do have to kind of be careful until we kind of figure out where exactly they're going to set up. But I'm thinking I'm actually going to go more towards the center right now, even though I just spotted a T28 prototype. It's not ideal, but I should be able to get right in here and hopefully potentially get a couple cheap little shots off, but we'll see. Ah, crap. Did not want to get spotted by that guy. It's definitely not not in the plans, but it happened. Now, okay, I gotta definitely get unspotted here. But I'm hoping to kind of get these guys to panic a little bit and potentially screw up and push out into the center, whereas otherwise they wouldn't. This M46 though, I don't think he can spot me. I did just kind of bounce off of him. But my plan was right where that Badger is to actually get some shots off. Hello Jack, nice to see you. Hope everything's going well up in PA. Yeah, hopefully everyone had a pretty good weekend though with tanks. You know, it's at least on the NA server, you know, a 3x special to where you never know what kind of matchmaking you get. So far though, you know, I'm at a mid at 20, I've literally done like nothing, but unless they are going to push in and reset me, then, you know, I might as well just kind of, there we go. The AMX 1390 most likely pushed in. Unless he came this way, I can almost guarantee he's behind one of those little buildings over there. Where now, unfortunately, backup plan. Didn't exactly have a backup plan here, outside of just annoying the hell out of these people. Alright, so we got 2 of them. 2 of these guys here. Trying not necessarily to lose the cap points I got. but I might have to. I'm gonna probably get hit here. Nope. Because I knew I could get shots over here to where I need to start shooting stuff, or else you know, I'm pretty useless to my team. You know, capping out is great, but it's not like I thought that was really in the plans. Yeah, that Lorraine finally got me there. That's kind of... Whoop, here comes the AMX 1390. Or they can actually... I'm not sure. I don't think they can clip me out. It's gonna be close. He should have one more shot, but the Lorraine should be able... Alright. 1390, thank you. Lorraine still might be able to finish me off, but I will gladly get another... Yeah, Lorraine's got me. I'll gladly get another shot in the Badger, but still don't know, you know, kind of up in the upper right-hand corner. You know, I took my eyes off of that so I could actually land shots when I needed to, but I was kind of looking, you know, before any of this went down, and we had 4 people up there, and they only had 1 tank left, I believe. So it took them a little bit longer than I thought, but I just hope, you know, we still can win this. We should, but yeah. I'm doing great. Jack, thanks for asking. Lots of snow down here, but I assume it's pretty chilly. Maybe a little bit of snow up there for you guys too. Here you go, little bud. You got a biscuit. He might have decided to take a little cat nap there. Let me catch up with tank requests here before moving along. Go. So first request is the T55A. Up into that guy. The 430 line can't really, like, I don't know why they're doing it, to be honest, but more or less the changes they're doing, can't really comment on it because there's no hard stats really available, to be honest. Like, outside of them saying that they're changing it, there's no stats, so can't really comment on that. Hello, Sparta. Nice to see you. Hello, Nathan. Please don't spam, though, with just random faces. Nothing new. I just decided to switch from blue to teal here to start out with. I could have taken a shot at that T92. Just, do I think I can get up here without... No. Just going up there with that PZ-58 it's possible, but you can also take a crap ton of damage if that IS-3 and Panther 2 had aimed my way. I'm taking a little bit of a leap of faith that they have not pushed on my left very far yet. There's no arty, so sitting out here, I just basically need to cover my lower plate. There's their M48. Yeah, M48. I was like, oh, there's 2 10s. I thought it was an M46 for a second, but yeah, with no arty, I'm safe here rather than pushing somewhere where, you know, I can get focused on by like an M48 or something. I'm not too, trustworthy right now with them protecting me on the right. Like the IS-3 is kind of inching up here still. Awesome. Thank you, 704. But I wasn't exactly too keen on getting myself... This T-44 is going to push. Or maybe not. It's just, you know, the T-55A is a good tank. However, fighting an M48 and potentially a T-44 by myself is not exactly in the books. But I will certainly fight an M48 with an Object 704. I am going to stick with heat though because ooh, he's flanking. That's smart, but at the same time, not too smart. He's probably going to kill the 704. Crap, I actually missed him. Alright, I need to actually fall back a little bit here. Making sure I get him out, even though I just got hit by the T-44. I should be fine to engage him. Thanks for tipping Levi a new toy, Floyd. Since Ryan's here, maybe she can give it to him when she has time. If not, I can do it after the battle here. Pretty easy fight here in the mountains, though. Like, fortunately for us, you know, there was no arty, so playing that center, you know, that center area was a lot safer than it typically is. If there was one SPG, I probably wouldn't have done that, but, you know, if none, as long as I keep my lower plate covered, it's pretty tough to pen the upper glacis for the tanks I was facing. Well, the T10, really, it only has armor against lower tiers. If you're facing something tier 9 and up, just, you know, I wouldn't really count on its armor unless they're shooting you in the turret. You're actually hurting us. PZ, the 58 was protecting him. Like, I could not shoot him. I guess he wanted that damage really badly. Hello, Sergeant Rock. Nice to see you. Not tonight, no. I platoon Thursday and Fridays usually. This past Friday I was going to, but then it didn't really work out because the stream messed up, but usually Thursday and Friday streams I platoon for the first half. Otherwise it's just soloing. Okay, I don't have the best of shots here. Ooh, why is he moving left? I'm actually really surprised he's moving left. It's just he gets easier shots on me if he moves too far left. Could get past that prototype. Keeping an eye on the Malshin. But the VK, he can, you know, he can angle to where I couldn't pen him. So that's why I decided to move in on him. No one else can really hit me right now without coming down here and getting shot themselves. Okay. Not good, not good, not good. Thank you. It's just with the mouse in here, I'm probably gonna get popped. World of Warplanes announcement? Sure. Yeah, I don't really mind whatever goes on in chat as long as it's, you know, appropriate and it's not spammy. Yeah, I'm not sure that... Yeah. I'm not sure that my heat shell can actually pen a Malshin. So, pretty good fight though, you know, 3,500 damage, 1,200 assists, 1,200 block. Almost all the damage I took was right at the end here. And a little bit more on here. And I bounced, holy hell. I am really surprised that I bounced that, but it happens. Oh. The background did change a little bit, yes. It's starting to form into a closet. Those are, you know, like the Christmas sweater, the hippie shirt, stuff like that. They're hanging up back there for now. Alright, so we got a mastery badge first class, not too shabby. Most amount of damage on both teams, most experience. Pretty good all around the board match there. Alright, we have an ultimate challenge too. I will get to that shortly here, Floyd. Let me add something to the shop real quick. And then we have a T20 up next. Let me hop into that and I will go grab Levi a new toy while I'm in the queue. Hopefully I make it up or make it back in time. All right. I'll give it to him after this battle here, since right now he he ate his treat and he went back to bed. Yeah, that's nice of you, Sergeant Rock. Well, hopefully your contest goes pretty well for World of Warplanes. Alright, I'm heading north here. It looks like Levi's not very generous with the gambling tonight. Alright, so we got a couple tanks into the list. After this I'll most likely do the challenge from Floyd. Just so nobody gets confused, basically they changed a little bit to where we're going to spin to see what gets picked for an ultimate challenge. And also, there's a certain limit on the amount of challenges per stream now. So ultimate ones, it's just set at 1. And then deluxe and regular, there's just 2 of them per stream, up to, depending on if people get them or not. Alright, I'm waiting to see, like, I did have that shot, but I actually think that we're gonna see another tank there, where I should be safe sitting here. I'm just waiting to see if we actually get, because usually you can have an enemy pull up here in the beginning. You can get a very easy shot. It just depends on if anyone actually spots them. But my plan is basically everyone pushing into the town right now. They're pushing up to that A1 area. I'm looking to, you know, go to the more down into the town, so it doesn't matter if I wait here for a minute. Not gonna like hurt my team very much. I don't know if I actually hit him. I don't think I did. I think, yeah, he's a little bit over to the left here. Oh, I could think of one, Sergeant. You'd have to message me like details and stuff though, and I can let you know. Whether it's on Discord or in game, or I can message you. Alright, I bounce off of them. I can message you like my email or something in game too. Alright, so they put nobody in the town, so I'm gonna take one more shot here. keep shooting high, and I'm just gonna forego the town completely. I'm really surprised that they don't really have anybody in the town, to be honest. Yeah. And I did just miss this shot here. It looks like I don't think we're gonna get. Honestly, this is strange that they didn't put anybody in the town. I guess they're all in the center and the south. At this point, though, I'm kind of behind the fight. Usually, you know, I play the E3 pretty up front, but I was kind of working off what happens a lot of times. Hello, Abdul. Nice to see you. In this map where you can get a very quick shot there, and it just didn't really happen. Ah, crap. I should have figured he was going to rock backwards. I might get hit here sitting in the center, but if I can get a shot on this E3, that would be awesome. Not a lot of damage, but it takes a tank out. Hello, Latif. I believe so, Sergeant Rock. It should be. Klondike. If not, you know, the only mod that I have is the fly-through mod, the free camera for replays. Just, you can go in your... I find that a lot easier in training rooms. Just go through your replays for one of those. God damn it. I did shoot a piece that was slightly stronger than, say, a true weak spot on him, but it still should have had a pretty decent shot at going through. I'm not playing very well, though, for a typical T110E3 match for me. I'm gonna get derped again here. And of course I bounced again. Go figure. Hello, Israel. I think Klondike is the better of two maps, yes. We should be seeing another Grand Battles map sometime by the first half this year. I'm honestly shocked that I bounced 2 T110E3 shells. Like, they work as standard, but they should have been able to pen at least one of them. Pen the cupola. Like, it's still not the weakest, you know, cupola out there. The Type 5s, but it should be weak enough for me to punch through. But I'll just chuck APCR at him. It's like he's using the derp gun, so he's throwing premium HE, so I don't feel that bad. A little silly, though. I'm just wondering, you know, these two people on the top of the hill, they're a problem. But that's why premium rounds from TDs can be a little bit troublesome. I can just punch through literally anything that's not angled right now. That's... I missed him. Luckily he's dead. Nice, you enjoy the M46? Yeah, ever since they buffed it, and even before they buffed it, it's been an excellent tank. You know, there's not too many faults for it. That kind of hurt. I kind of rushed my shot there too. Oh, their one already found me. I was hoping that their TD that's still back there, the E4, doesn't take a crack at me as well. So we're not out of this. We're actually down tanks. I don't know why we stopped. Yeah, because I'm in a really bad spot right now. Specifically against Artie, but... Oh my god. I just hit him. I hit him in the upper plate. Or at least I think I hit him in the upper plate. Like, he was angled, but again, that should have... I could have shot his turret, but I don't know. There's some... That was some bad RNG there, but that's World of Tanks. Hello, Josh. Nice to see you. And Graham as well. I don't think, honestly, the 30v30 maps, I don't think they would work with 15 versus 15. It would just, honestly, it would boil down to basically mediums would absolutely annihilate everything, especially at higher tiers. Because, you know, mobility, view range, and basically just pumping out damage at pretty decent ranges basically would win the match. More so than it does now. But, you know, 15 versus 15, it would basically, everyone would either be too far spread out to where you couldn't help each other, or, you know, everyone would just group up and then they would kind of be boring. Alright, so we have an ultimate challenge here. Pull this up here. Need to get this to pop up for a second. Go. So the tank I'm gonna have to play for the ultimate challenge, I'm gonna have to do 2.5 times the HP total, and tank is going to have to be a tier 10 light tank. Hopefully I do not get something like Himmelsdorf. I probably will though. Alright, so for the challenge here, Floyd was the one that ended up challenging me. I gotta pick a tier 10 light. Tier 10, light tank. Only got 3 to choose from. Thinking about this guy, it's between him and the Sheridan, but I like the AMX 13105. So I'm gonna pick that guy. As far as the hit points, it has 1400. I'm gonna have to get to 3500 between damage, assist. Can't really block any damage, but we'll see. I can get to a Nashorn grind eventually. You know, feel free to request thanks. Otherwise, you know, I'll just get to him eventually. Hey, someone won roll dice. Hello, Parker. Nice to see you. Thanks for tipping Levi a biscuit too, Graham. Say, I was gonna... We still have a toy to give him here. Oh, there he is. Here you go, buddy. Got a toy. Let's see what he goes for first. He went for his squirrel first. Thanks for tipping Levi a new toy. Yeah, he went for... He has a little black squirrel. Yeah, he's off the camera there. And then he went for the biscuits. You gonna get your toy? Get your toy. Now proceeds him running around for the next... Oh god, I forgot this doesn't turn very well. He's a carrot around all stream. Thanks for tipping Levi a toy and a biscuit, though, guys. I'm gonna try to spot a little bit in the center, but I don't think I'm really gonna see anything. See, I don't mind grand battles, specifically if I get Klondike. It is the better of two maps, but I just get annoyed at them if I'm in, like, say something like a mouse, or, you know, it really limits what you can do if you're in a tank like that. Awesome. Yeah. Got a little bit of a cheapy spot there, but I'll take it. It's just, you know, pushing far, like in a light to begin with on Klondike, like spot a little bit, but, you know, going terribly far is not, you know, it's not really rewarding. Like, you definitely need vision to where, you know, you don't want people flanking you, but for the most part, it's not like it's required for, like, lights to go diving across the map. Most likely you're just gonna end up dead. I was trying to see if I could spot... Uh-oh, it's got a squeaker. Trying to see if I could have spotted him, but I might actually go up and get the E50M. Nope, never mind. AMX 50B has me spotted. Let's That was very short-lived. Alright, I'm actually gonna get out of here. I'm thinking I'm gonna go help the 121. Not that that is the best of spots, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to push the south. I'm really concerned because we have a lot of people, you know, these two guys, and then there's an E3. Oh my god. Again, this thing does not turn well. I was trying to stop there, and that didn't exactly work out very well for me, obviously. Alright, this Leopard 1, I should be able to spot him. Thinking, unless he pushed down, he was behind these two bushes, but I do not want to go across that bridge. Hey buddy, I know you got a new toy. I don't know why this 121's trying to push. You're gonna die, dude. Crap, and there's an IS-7 in the center as well. It's just, it'd be very nice if he would just pull. Alright, I did not need to shoot that, but better be safe than sorry, I guess. Really wish I had that other shot now. Alright, so it's looking like I am going to push where that 121 just died and try to flank a little bit. There is an IS-7, so I thought about loading heat just in case I come across like the E100, T110E3 or something, but yeah. Okay, there's another person I just had to brake for. Such a big map, and yet I keep basically running directly. Oh god, I'm getting really bad lag here. I wonder why. OBS is... Stream died for a second. Sorry about that, guys. I have no clue why that happened. But we're back up and running. I got a crap ton of lag there for whatever reason. I'm gonna blame it on Ryan. But sure. Oh, your fault, Ryan.
Always.
Yeah, I have no clue what just happened there, because it even affected World of Tanks for a second, so that's something with our internet. It's probably because it's still freaking cold outside, but yeah. It just dropped for like at least like 2 seconds there. Like my turret was like fidgeting in the game and I almost drove into a wall, but we're back up and running here, thankfully. I really, really hope that this 183 does not kill me. Kind of lost track of where my tank was specifically. But thank you very much for the challenge though, Floyd. I think I just got past it by a little bit there. Definitely now. I was playing this a little bit safe to where I was starting to get a little bit concerned I was not going to get to the numbers. I might actually die. Ooh, as I say, I might actually die there, to be honest, but got myself a little bit too far out there. I thought I was going to be screwed just from us not having enough tanks to kill at the end, but luckily I was able to get back into the center and help a little bit. Awesome. Hello Kadar, nice to see you. Like the IS-7 and even the guys on our side, go into the center. Like you can spot a little bit from there, but usually it's not great to kind of camp there because you're not going to have too many shots on the most important areas on the map. Like you can help, like don't get me wrong. It's not like you're camping with no purpose at all, but usually the shots that you're getting aren't like, you know, on a big group of tanks or something that are actively killing your team. It's just like you might get a couple stragglers or something. But yep, I killed him at least. But pretty good fight. I got 3,000 damage, almost 3,000 assists. Good idea, Floyd, but as way of challenges work, you know, it is 2.5 times the HP total. Which, you know, as far as doubling again, that is, oh, that would be pretty much impossible. But as far as what I got here, I had to reach for the challenge at 3,500 as far as damage, assist, and block goes, and I ended up getting a grand total of 5,831, so a pretty good step over what it should have been, which is basically a little over 4 times the HP total, I believe. Yeah. Thank you very much for the challenge. That was fun. I was starting to get worried because I was kind of playing it safe in the center, and I just kind of you know, I changed that up there once I started seeing that we won the north. You know, the south was just kind of hanging on by a thread, but they never pushed through there completely. Hey, honestly, like, I don't mean to sound rude, it's because you can look back at the rest of the grand battles and I don't always get over, you know, say even 2x my HP a lot of times. A lot of things can go wrong. Just making sure I did not miss anything here. But Levi, where's your little, you left him back there. Do you want your... He's like, you took my new toy.
Can I see that one?
Alright, so we have a Hetzer here. Tier 4, so this thing has a bit of pop to it. I'm probably just going to stick with the HE for the first shot, but I might swap the heat. Hello, Armas, nice to see you. I try to say hi to everybody, Kadar, the best I can. Sometimes I do miss a message here or there, but you know, I do try to, you know, answer every question I can and, you know, say hi to everybody. I know you're kind of joking, but yeah, as far as the challenges, like, I've thought about tweaking like the HP totals and stuff, but it gets hard a lot of times, you know, once you start factoring in like differences in like matchmaking or maps, and where I guess, you know, I'm trying to keep it simple for my own sanity. I kind of wish I can't shoot through that little building, so I might as well just waste a shot there. Of course he pulls back. But they're kind of pushing on our base further than I would like to see. But make do. Really? I missed that too? Holy hell. I have a heat shell loaded, so this is like a very slim shot, but luckily it worked. The PZB2 here. If he rounds this corner, I can almost certainly make him regret turning that corner. Yes, I use the derp for it. Of course, he's using APCR like almost every other PZB2 does, but not too much I can do about that, except for move and hopefully base him somewhere else. So many people have PZB2s now, since they give them out pretty liberally here. I say I have heat loaded. I can pen an AMX-40. I'm not happy about having to... Whew, I just took a chance there. Obviously it did not work, but I'm not happy with the arty got me. I forgot they even had an SPG. Oh well. But that's low tier battles for you. You know, things can go up, things can go down very quickly because of the low HP and high firepower differences. But I completely forgot that they had an SPG, or else I wouldn't have went there. That doesn't sound good, Graham. That probably, depending on how long you didn't notice it, that probably did not smell very well. I'm gonna hop into a grind before I get to the next tank request here. I'm gonna get into the Nashorn. But yes, I kind of missed that a little earlier. Israel said tracking is essential. Yes. When it comes to, you know, in one way, the non-turret TDs, it is essential to track them a lot of times, to where it makes it much easier to deal with them. But also, I bring it up from time to time with people, like, not that I focus on marks of excellence very much, but a way to get them easier is, you know, instead of just straight out going for damage, sometimes tracking an enemy then going for damage will net you a lot more, you know, assist damage, which counts towards that. Yeah, I'd say it is it's cold enough here still. Like, we still have literally whatever snow fell, so in some spots, like driving past the airport near my house, they had to build like this, I would guess it's at least like 12, 14 feet snow wall, just to keep the snow from blowing, which thank you BlackRock over on Twitch for the follow, to keep the snow from blowing into the road, and it's like massive. But fortunately tomorrow is the first day we're gonna be above freezing, and the first time in like over a week here, and that should be pretty nice. Some of this snow is gonna start going away. Okay, there's still arty, and I didn't get to the spot I wanted to, and also my team is not pushing as much as we need to, given that it's in counter mode. You know, that very strange thing where the cap is in a very hard spot to push into once the enemy gets in there. Unfortunately, I know this guy's, yeah, I say he's gonna push into me eventually. I just need to hope that they do not destroy this building before go. Awesome. ET8. I'm definitely gonna get quite a bit of damage here on... I'm gonna try to get a shot. Ah, crap. I'm not able to do that. It's just, you know, unfortunately now our team's in such a bad position. They have 2 people on the cap. I don't have a repair kit. I shouldn't have blown it, or blew it pushing there. Come on, guys. You're right there. It's just if I pull back, I'm able to get shot. He's not going to give me any opportunity. I'm basically just going to hang out here and hope that my team, we have a VK 101P, is able to reset that ET8. But we now have a Hellcat pushing up, which is good. I'm going to have to do something here, though. There we go. APCR, but at least we got a reset for our team. Hey, tonight's our last night with, it's gonna be about like 15 degrees, I think, out here tonight. Last night was like 4 or 5 degrees Fahrenheit, of course. Or it's going back to kind of normal. We're getting a heat wave. It's gonna be like 50 degrees one day this week. Usually our like norm is like 30s and 40s here in Cape May this time of year. I know this guy's gonna mess up. Whether or not he actually makes it to me is another thing. I thought I had a shot here, but I don't. We're far enough ahead now, I'm not too concerned. I'm trying not to die stupidly. Like, if I can get a shot on somebody, I'll be happy, even if I die. But if I just, like, pull out and randomly die for nothing, I won't be happy at myself for doing that. He's definitely running. I really don't like the rear gun on the Nashorn compared to the previous TD. You know, it's still good TD, you know, for pumping damage out at mid to long range, but it definitely is difficult fighting outside of like where you specifically want to set up to shoot from. If you have to like flex anywhere else, it can be pretty difficult to play. Ah, nice. Glad nothing went bad. We had, since we closed for like 3 months, the restaurant, we had 1 year, one of our, like, it's not a chest freezer, but basically an upright version of that. Somebody in maintenance very conveniently tripped a breaker and never you know, flipped back the switch. You know, they just plugged into a different outlet somewhere else, and yeah, it probably sat there for about 2 weeks. And yeah, we threw everything away, of course. We weren't open, and it was terrible. Like, it doesn't even matter how cold it was, because it was during the winter. It was like the worst smell ever. I've smelled a lot of bad things. Which it looks like Wargaming, there's another super test kind of update for the MTLS Tier 3 American Premium Tank. Who knows what they're doing with it still? You know, no concrete details. And there's also today another little video released about a new map. I forget what they named it, but essentially it's a new port map, essentially. Not specifically like the old port, but it's like a giant shipyard for the most part. It actually looks pretty good. So they're getting closer for that map to where they're still working on the like basics of the map, so it doesn't have like pretty graphics or anything, but they're basically framing out the map and all the little areas. So it's getting closer to where that's probably a map we'll see in the by summertime, if I had to guess. Come on, I'm not gonna be able to hit him. Yeah, the field is the more risky of areas, but you know, it also is a pretty important spot to make sure your team has nobody there. But coming from this side, very rarely will you see me push the field north to south. But coming from this side, I will play the field. That mainly boils down to explaining that thought. God, I need to hit him. The northern spawn has a much better time getting into that center road, which they kind of piled into this match, than we do. So, you know, instead of pushing the center road, like if I'm in a medium, like the T20 here, or like a faster heavy, I'll consider going into the field instead. Which we actually do need to... I'm gonna stick with APCR again. I hate like spamming premium rounds all in the beginning, but if I had another like front shot on him, I probably would have bounced off of him. Alright, so unfortunately our little guy over here died. Forget about me. I'm gonna see if I have another... Yeah. I'm just gonna leave him there for a second. I knew I was gonna get damaged again, but I can just finish him off with a standard round. Hopefully this SU-100 pops up. But we should get this, but they still have two heavies in the town that are a little bit troublesome. If we can't get out like the Chrysler or the WZ-111 easily, they could start coming back. Crap. Of course they have a TD back there. I should have figured, but didn't spot them earlier. Didn't get any shots from anybody either, so... Oh crap. I was like, he didn't shoot me. Maybe he doesn't even notice I'm here. I was wrong. GG, it's just a map. You can check Rita's status report, .live. Specifically the first, the things I mentioned is the first two posts there. Usually the best spots, you know, if you only speak English, to find information is Rita's status report.live or dailybounce.net. Otherwise, the World of Tanks Reddit. There is a couple other places, but it's all in Russian, so unless you like guessing Google Translate, it's not exactly like a great source. That's typically where they get their stuff from, if it doesn't come specifically from Wargaming. Alright, they're doing well. I've got 2 tanks and I'm one-shottable against both. Just trying to kind of poke my way here. But I don't think I'm going to be able to push here alone. The SU-100Y isn't going to help me out very much. I'll try to get a little bit further over, see if I can spot something. Hello, Nice Cuppa. Nice to see you. That sounds like bad luck. What? I shouldn't say what is a chef, that I smelled a lot of bad stuff. It's honestly, it's one of the more important parts of a chef's job is, you know, knowing the difference between good and bad food. Like, I'm kind of, you know, when it comes to like my shift, that's something I get asked quite a bit. It's not even anything like, say, a place serving bad food. It's just, I check literally, like, even stuff I buy from like a supermarket. The other day we bought something, it was like shredded mozzarella cheese. Opened it up, the date was like another month from now. It was bad. You know, it's just something you need to know the difference between good and bad stuff. Because you can't trust dates all the time. I'm gonna die here. Really, my only hope is... Whoop, awesome. That. We're just wiggling a little bit and they hit my track. I was trying to do that as well. Hello, Merlin. Yeah, the IS-2 is a pretty good tank, which we got a Mastery Badge first class here. Pretty good fight in the T20. Top damage, nope, not top damage. Second place of damage on my team. Top experience. And not too bad there. I'm going to start a raffle here as well before I move on to the next fight. Winner gets, this point, most likely going to be 1,600 Levi biscuits. We had some carryover from the last stream here. All right. So up next I have a Hellcat. Hop into that here. Which I'm going to put up in a bit as well, picking Tuesday's stream. Yeah, a lot of people don't really, the IS tanks, like, you know, ones at tier 7, a lot of people, it's love or hate because it's not like they have a ton of armor, but I do think that they're pretty good tanks overall. Why don't I free XP the tanks I don't have, Alex? Honestly, I would, outside of, like, I'd have to get through lower tiers, but 1.4 million free experience looks like a lot, but it isn't. I would probably be able to get, I think for going tier 1 to tier 10 for a whole tank line is like something like mid 2 millions for experience, if not maybe a pinch more. I'd rather play no stock tanks basically forever with the amount of free experience I have. But like when I get to coming up next, like the TVU, I think it is, and the Chex mediums, that's gonna take like 200,000 experience, I think, a little bit less than that to get all the modules for that. Same with the tier 9 Skoda after it. Like, it looks like a lot of free experience, but it goes very fast once you start hitting tier 7 and getting up there. Thank you very much, Grigsby, for the tip. See, the way we're playing the field there, sometimes you get really bad luck and you just get like swarmed by the enemy team, but it's really, you know, risk and reward, but only go there coming from the southern side. I would say 9 times out of 10 you're better off going to the center road if you're coming from the north. So the enemy team is strangely not pushing here at all. Ah, Lord. I don't even know why I shot that, because the shell velocity is very bad on the M18. But that's something, one of the, honestly, the most frustrating things you can get past in World of Tanks, if you don't mind spending a little bit of money on the game, is just don't do stock tanks. Like, it doesn't mean you need to free XP every single module, but do yourself a favor and at least get like one of the upgraded guns and like the tracks, engines, stuff like that. Well, I'm on the Crusader SPG as well. I won't say I'm like loving it, but it's not a bad artillery. See, Arty, I like playing it. I don't think it's a bad part of the game. I just, you know, I don't get too worked up about like playing it, honestly. Fortunately, with the T29, he's probably going to come around here. Yep. I can't take shots, given my HP. Thank you very much, Labobo, for the tip. Awesome. That guy's probably a little bit angry, but he was trying to do a little slide there, and I think it backfired on him. I don't think I can hit him. Stop moving so much, M4. I don't think my shell reached that far. I never saw it. I hit the dirt. Oh god. Woo! I just bounced off our M41. Thank god, because I would have killed him. That would have been bad. A little bit embarrassing. A lot of people, excuse me. I swear, I don't know how I talk some days. A lot of people call arty that word. I personally, I hate when people call arty the C word. Granted, there's several C words people use, but, you know, I just think it's a little insensitive, so... Unfortunately for us, like, we're getting arty'd here. The enemy did a good job of just pulling back to where they're safe. It would have been nice if we could have pushed here a little bit better, but, you know, they definitely... I very stupidly missed that. I should have killed him. I can still kill him, but yeah, I just got hit by an Udez, and I wouldn't be surprised if I die before I get back down here, or even when I pop out here, I'll probably die as well, but... I didn't exactly play very well myself. But unfortunately, like, I could have went in the south, but I wouldn't have been able to do anything down there. El Haloof, unfortunately, like, it's not one of the worst maps, but to me it's, you know, basically the northwest corner wins your battles most of the time. In the south, it can be make it or break it for your team, but usually it's just too risky to do it unless you're like in a top tier like light or medium and you actually have someone to fight there with you. It's not Pez. It actually has little UFOs on it. The shirt I have on. Somehow I got him. We're actually making a little bit of a comeback. I don't think it's going to be enough, but something. He pulled back just enough again. Crap, this T29 has 3 HP. Do I think that I can HE him down? I have no clue, but I'm not confident that I will be able to... Oh, awesome. He's there. Well, that solves that conundrum, whether or not my HE shell would work. Yeah. I think it is time for me to run. Don't know if he actually spotted me, but the Udez definitely did. We'll see if they went for the VK instead of me. Nope, definitely not. I'm a goner. Or not. I was like, why isn't he shooting? Congrats, Floyd, on winning the raffle. Hello, HC Pixels, and also Scout. But, yeah. I did almost 1,000 damage, but it's hard sometimes being bottom tier in a Hellcat. Yeah, as far as my shirt here, it's not tanks, UFOs. Alright, so Levi has a pick. Let me hop into something different, then I'll hop into a grind before getting to the KB1S. I don't think I've played this yet. Definitely haven't, since buying it back. It recently got a pretty decent buff to it, the VK4502A. It's got a little bit of a armor buff to where before the armor was god-awful on this. And if I'm not mistaken, it got a couple little buffs as well to the gun. But more or less, you actually have to aim a little bit on this tank now, rather than just punch right through most of its armor. Yeah, there is, it's not a perfect new map, GG, but I do think it'll be a nice change. They're trying to, that's one of, I think, two others. They're trying to make some more Asian themed maps again. Honestly, I don't know why they pulled out something like Pearl River and whatnot. Pulled out Hidden Village, Dragon's Ridge, and I think there was one other. Because they're trying to make some more Asian themed maps for the SEA and Chinese server. So it's not American, European, desert stuff, I like the Jackson better, yes, than the Hellcat. Which I did mention a little earlier on Discord too. For anyone that watches on Twitch or is watching on Twitch right now, I think, before I go too far into streaming a lot on Twitch, because it's been a few months now I stream across YouTube and Twitch. I think I'm going to change my name over there. Right now it's C_Menz. It bothers me a little bit. I don't, it's my usernames I usually play in games, but I'd like it to be the same as like my YouTube and other URLs and stuff, and just say Cody Menz. But we'll see if I actually do it. I'll send out to anyone that does follow me on Twitch like a little update / message if I do decide to do it. But basically doing that, if you follow me on Twitch with a new URL, it basically deletes every follower, all your stats and everything, and you kind of start fresh. So it's kind of a trade-off, but unfortunately I get bothered by little things like that. So I think I might do it, but I haven't really made my mind up yet. I'm gonna try to help this guy out. I find I usually regret if I go north and I'm not top tier. Granted, this Conqueror is gonna be a real treat to have to fight against. I really hope that we get a little bit of extra help against this guy, but it does not look like it. There we go. Got him tracked. He's turning his turret and he's getting whacked by those guys. He just did himself in there. He just turned again. I would have been able to kill him if the Type 61 didn't even get him. Oh god, this is not good. He does look like he has a more stockish gun. I don't think I actually tracked him, but there we go. Type 61's gonna push over, so I'm gonna just trying to track him. I had APCR loaded mainly to make sure I actually pen there, but the meal one's gonna be a slight problem. But not that I've played this, it's my first match since buying it back, or played against many of these since it got another buff. Ah, shit, it just knocked my gun out. But I actually think this is kind of like a sleeper tier 8 heavy tank. It plays more like a medium, but at the same time, it's got enough armor now that it can tank some shots. Unfortunately, now I've got myself against a T-54, which luckily I bounced that. I've got myself ammo racked. I really need to be able to kill that tortoise right now, but I can't. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the easier shot here on the T-54, because most likely I'm not gonna live through this unless I could bounce. Nah, one more tortoise shot. Luckily, I survived as long as I did with that mistake, but if he didn't knock my gun out, I probably would have been able to get him. But I like where our team's set up. We should be able to win this. Did 2,500 damage, tier 8 in a tier 10 battle, so I'm not complaining. But yeah. Well, I know that there's nothing wrong with my name. It's just for purposes to make them the same across everything, I think that's why I'm going to switch just the channel name on Twitch. But yeah, I'm not switching all my usernames and stuff. But unfortunately here, that one tortoise is hanging on, but I'm not gonna wait here. We should win this. That was a pretty good fight. James H, basically free experience does accumulate every single battle. Like if you look here, in-game screen, it will tell you right down here. As far as, you know, I got 430 or 423 experience for the Hellcat, but I got 21, you know, for free experience, another 11 for a grand total of 32 free experience for that battle, compared to 1,000 standard experience. Otherwise, you can convert it for gold. I only recommend converting it, honestly, when there's a sale going on. So instead of 25 experience per one piece of gold, you get 35. I feel like, you know, it's definitely a better value, but I do feel like that is a smart thing to kind of wait for. Alright, so I have an ARL 44 I want to get into before popping into the KV1S here, which coming up, you know, next 20 minutes or so, I'll pull a vote up for Tuesday's game. Well, they actually did buff the tortoise's armor last patch when they implemented the Badger. It is tougher to pen that top commander's cupola, or not the commander, it's actually the loader's cupola, that really large one on the left I was shooting. You can bounce off of it if you don't hit it head on now. It is stronger. You know, it's not like the strongest kind of cupola at tier 9, but you know, you will bounce off of it if you're in lower tiers, a little bit more so, unless you hit it right in the center. Hello McFinger, nice to see you. Alright, so bottom tier here. This is where, you know, I used the 105 on this. The 90 probably would be better in this map, but only if I'm shooting, say, their Black Prince, Type 59, AMX 65T. I am going to head over here. It's going to take me way too long to trek over to that side. Plus, it looks like we're sending a good amount of people over there. Hello, Supercat. Nice to see you. Like, we are, you know, attacking here to where... actually, why... Looks like the KV5, yeah. Unfortunately, the KV5 and the other guy turned back to where I thought we'd have more people on the right side, but we'll see how this goes. Point though, whoever's on the left, we guess kind of got to deal with it, because ARL 44 spotted that ahead. Hopefully no Artie's aiming where I'm at. Kind of waiting to see if this KV2 makes a pretty big mistake and comes straight up here. It looks like like that guy just hit him, but I don't really have a good shot on him unless he moves to the right here. Getting close, there we go. Don't know why you would do that, but to each their own. I'll gladly take him out. Alright, seeing as we just cleared that, they've got a good amount of people on the right, which is how you should defend this side. But honestly, you need to put a few more people than they did on the left here. But usually holding this is the best way to defend. Specifically, don't let the enemy get past that, but you do kind of need to hold at least up to here. Tiger P honestly complaining, like, we're not doing anything wrong, we're up by 2. he just, you know, he unfortunately pushed a little bit too fast. Ah, crap. I don't have a shootable shot there. I had a little glimpse of him, but not enough to make it worthwhile. I'd rather hit him there. All the ranks, unless you can buy for Levi biscuits like a special rank in the shop for the stream and also Discord, but all the ranks are basically every 10 hours once you start getting over, I think, the first like 20 or so hours of watch time, it switches to a new rank. I'm grinding the ARL 44, yes. Basically right now I'm grinding the RU 251, ARL 44, T34 100, and also the Nashorn. But if you look above my minimap, the tank requests, those are all viewer tank requests, to where pretty much I have a list of tanks. It's in the video description. It has all the tanks that people can request, and you know, every stream it's different, to where, you know, you guys basically pick what I play every stream. Which the AMX-50B is going to be on track soon, I believe, in the next week or so. So I'm probably going to be grinding that lined out before the new French heavies. But I am going to be doing both. The OI is probably going to hurt, but get to the side. Pop a little round in him, all is well. Ooh, wasn't expecting the black print shot. We're missing. And do I think I can hit that? We'll see. No, don't go back in your hole. Oh Lord. The aim time for the 90 and the 105, it's god awful. Both have the same aim time. It's just, you know, 90 definitely has better accuracy overall, but the aiming time is still pretty bad. No, not in the face. Thank you for killing him. I'm doing both French heavy Lions Grigsby. Alright, so Mastery Badge First Class. Best fight I've had in that so far. I'll take a look at the airfield fight as well. But yeah, pretty good fight. Most amount of experience, top 3 damage, even though I was bottom tier. Pretty much just stay alive in that 105. Can pump out some serious damage. Pretty good fight there. Curious where I kind of slot it in. I usually play airfield's one of my worst maps, honestly. Got a Mastery Badge Second Class for the VK here. Top 3 damage, even though I was bottom tier in a tier 10 fight. Yeah, it worked out pretty well there. Right, so next up we have... It's a good night if anybody does want Levi biscuits, yes. We're up to 2,000 for the next raffle. So I have a KV-1S up next here. Not mistaken. Yep, it's tier 5 now. I don't really do any of the crazy stuff on Erlingberg now. I know you can get to certain islands and stuff, but honestly, they're all pointless in my opinion. Yes, GG. Basically, the first time you get a specific mastery badge, unless you get an ace right in the beginning, and then it won't show it for like a third, second, or first. You know, the highest you've reached will show that. So the first time you get like an ace, it'll have that little banner under it. First class, etc., etc. I think I have like, I don't even know, maybe like 6 or 7 battles in the ARL so far. You guys, I think, have seen all of them, but 2 that I played off stream. Which, I'm still holding out hope. I was wrong about last week, but we should be seeing some new stuff coming out as far as info. Whether it's the super test for the HD maps again, or not just super test, but they plan on doing another pre-public test for the HD maps. Kind of like last time, kind of an open sandbox essentially, if you want to call it that. But we should start seeing more stuff about that happening, because the planned release date for the next patch, the Russian one, you know, for all the Russian tank changes, that's slated for February. So with how they do testing, we'll most likely see the public test servers start, you know, in the next 2 weeks maybe, at the latest 3, but you know, it's kind of cutting it close. Is that M4 going to push on the Leopard? I don't think he will. Should have enough people down here to where we can push, but ooh, that E2 actually... Hey, of course the Leopard's going to go down there now. The E2 kind of scares me. If he pushes across there. Don't have the best armor or gun depression in the world here. Does look okay. The T67, as long as he's there, that M4 is not going to be able to pass. Concerned about this other KV-1S here. Guess I should be more concerned though about this TD, if I can actually get... There we go. Get myself off the ledge here. Or the incline. Unfortunately for the SU-85I, you know, it's not a bad TD. However, it does, you know, it does basically get killed very quickly, given no armor, which I guess shot the ARL 44 by accident. No armor, low HP. The gun's alright, but it's like nothing completely overwhelming to where this is a really bad map for that guy to get on. Now let's just charge forward here. What's the worst that can happen? The M4 has the 76mm or 75, I forget which one. Not like he could chuck a heat shell right at me there. Really? Come on. I even aimed in for you. I might as well just keep pushing here. That most likely. I plan on making videos for them. I was going to make them this past week, but I didn't have time, unfortunately. We should see the even, you know, the new it's French tier 8 light tank, I believe. And we should also see what is it? The Centurion action? No, the I forget. Conqueror Action X something. No, the Carnarvon Action X, I believe. That's a tier 8 British heavy premium. There's a new heavy, or not new heavy. There's a new premium tank. Excuse me, I'm getting confused here. January 11th, so not too far from now. There's a new premium tank being sold in the shop across all servers, I believe. So I don't even know what day that is. It's basically this week. There's a new premium tank coming out, and then later in the month there's another premium tank. The two basically that have been finished, and in the client in a finished state have been both of those. So the French light and also the British heavy. They're basically the two that have the model done. Stats have been rebalanced a few times. And yeah, it looks like they're ready to go. Hello, Uncle Fester. Nice to see you. The KV-1S at tier 6. I remember those. It definitely did need to be rebalanced, but I always enjoyed back when, what was it, like team battles or something. I forget the name of them. Used to run them when I was in a clan, and basically picking strategies that completely made people using the whole full team of KV-1Ss and maybe one or two arty strategy and just wipe the floor with them with like TDs and like medium tanks and stuff. It was kind of funny. Didn't always work, but yeah. So we got a second class here, top 2 damage. Not a bad fight for the KV-1S. Luckily I got a map where the gun oppression didn't really come into play. Stupid boxes. There's so many of them. I'm like drowning in all those free boxes. I just opened up like I think it was like 50 something of them before the stream here. I already have all the ornaments, so I wish I could give them to people, because I know a few of you guys still need some. The M44 SPG? Well, it's definitely not the best credit earner as far as, you know, factoring in premium in tanks, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was for mid tiers, but yeah, I don't know how true that is, honestly. Because I could see where you don't get destroyed every battle on a artillery piece, at least across, you know, everybody. But that's probably pulled from, you know, the VB Attic website, where you can get stuff like that. But basically, you know, outside of premium tanks, the best tiers to earn are basically tier 5 to tier 7, but usually tier 5 and 6. Whether you have a premium account or not, basically you just want something that you can deal a lot of damage in, and or not take a lot of damage in and not die. Spotting damage, of course, gets you credits and stuff too, but you know, you're sharing 50%, so you have to do 50% more to get the same as dealing damage directly. So I can see where an arty can earn quite a bit of credits for yourself. So I wish I could, GG. Alright, so I'm a little scared here. We're a little bit light on this side compared to what I think we're gonna run across. Shouldn't have stopped here. I could have sworn I was gonna have a shot on him, but I guess I'll take my shot on this Lorraine. Oh lord, I'm doing a really bad job at following him there. I'm not spotted yet, I think, but I don't have 6th sense, so I could just completely disappear here in a second. But I was gonna push this side hard, but that kind of stopped once I froze there. I could technically still push, it's just I see 2 T30s are on the other side. Their E5 is a question mark. Just where do I think that the rest of their tanks that are a pretty big threat are? No clue. Probably right in front of me though. Unless I get a little help here, I'm not gonna be able to push though. Thing doesn't have the best gun depression in the world either, nor frontal armor, so that's why I'm being a little bit kind of safer than usual. Ah, crap, that was really bad trade. Likelihood of me hitting that Pershing was pretty low. Oh god, now the E5's trotting over here. Not that he has a lot of HP, but crap. Oh, no, 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 no. Ah, that's my bad. This is a gamble. Ah, and I missed. I hit him a little too far up. I really need help though with... We have 3 tanks right on his right. They just need to... Honestly, they just need to take the shot. Like, I'm gonna probably... Nope, I didn't kill him. So I'm probably gonna die doing this. The Sheridan might get me here though, still. He's definitely got me now. But like, I took a couple shots from that Sheridan I shouldn't have. Unfortunately, he's still alive somehow. He's chucking full heat, which... Good for him, but... I don't know... He's not even firing, so that's what was up. I'm like, we had 3 tanks here. He's trying his best to just passive spot and not shoot anybody, because he feels like, you know, he's helping the team all this much. He can kill the Sheridan, he can kill the Pershing, he can kill the T-44-100. Basically, you know, one shot almost everything there. That's honestly really frustrating. Yeah, like I know this might seem like I'm being an asshole, but he's going on my blacklist because there's nothing wrong with passive spotting, but passive spotting like that and just watching teammates die when you're top tier, that's not right. Hello Clint, nice to see you. Anyway though, let me add up. I got another T55A request. So I'm going to add up a poll here. This is for Tuesday's game. Basically Tuesday night I play a random game. So when this pops up, vote between, you know, there's 6 options. You're going to type ! vote, press space, and then you type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. It'll say in chat which is which. Also, when it pops up on the screen here, basically starting at the top, Total War Arena is going to be option 1, and then at the bottom is PlayerUnknown's Battleground. That's going to be option 6. And then there's Dreadnought, Overwatch, Destiny 2, and World of Warplanes to pick from. So here we go. But yeah, it's just ! vote, press space, and then 1 through 6 to pick your option. Alright, so up next I have a VK 101P here. But you know, there might be honestly an extra stream this week. I may be able to stream another. It's going to be like earlier in the day. Definitely not anything concrete as to when I think it'll be, but if for whatever reason, for whatever reason it is, you know, I'll pick another game from the list here, to where there'll be 2 non-tank streams. They did buff, honestly, they did buff the ELC even, since a lot of people made those videos. Like, I plan on making a couple videos for the ELC and, what is it, the Carnivar and Action X, to where, you know, when they first come out and people rush out to make these videos, honestly, they're just trying to catch on to the views, which I don't blame them. But typically when Wargaming adds a tank into the client, the non-super test client, for super testers to play on a live server, either the tanks are completely overpowered or hilariously underpowered, usually the latter. where that's why I don't even bother until it looks like they're going to be released in the next month or so, because usually their stats are more or less finalized, never set in stone, but more or less they're pretty close to what you're going to see. That's kind of what I did with the VK 168 most recently in the advent calendar. A lot of the videos released early for it, it was slightly different. It even had a different gun at one point. Yeah, I actually can't see where we're at. Alright, so it's between Total War and Player Unknowns again. Say last week I played Player Unknowns. I like the IS-7. You know, I liked it even before they buffed it, so honestly you can't go wrong with the IS-7. Outside of if you're trying to like fight on hills and stuff, that's really the main weakness of it. Or tier 10 TDs specifically, because they can pen a lot of your front. But, you know, it's a good tank. Tanks leading up to it are very good as well. Like, it's slowly, ever since they buffed it, I'm waiting for the next patch. You know, when people ask me, like, best tank line to go down for a new player, I still lean towards the T110E5 or the M48A5. But, you know, pick number 3 is usually the IS-7 line. But that's something to where that might change. I'm just kind of waiting for the next patch to come out. I am really, really afraid of, like, I'm really out by myself here. Unfortunately, my team is, like, not pushing anywhere. Oh my god. That's all me. I get shot to freaking ground. I just need to suck it up here and run away screaming. Yeah, I'm unfortunately gonna die here. And there's not too much I can do about it. The WZ probably has heat, to be honest. No amount of armor is going to save me here. Not that I'm really utilizing my armor at all here. Yeah, fall back. That's not gonna happen. Yeah, I'm dead. I knew that guy was shooting heat to the Jiffy guy, but I shouldn't have pushed out as far as I did. Like, the VK's a great tank, but, you know, I'm tier 8 fighting against that. But our team, for whatever reason, decided to camp as hard as they did. And pushing the valley, albeit, you know, it is much easier to push south and north, because it's harder for them to defend the north. Don't agree with why they did that, or with how they did it, because we didn't have anyone to really help with the town. Like, we're all slow here, or tanks with no armor. But I got myself into that for pushing, so just kind of had to live with it. But I have not come across the WZ-111-5A in quite some time that has actually not used heat rounds. So yeah, at least we won Fisherman's Bay though. I'm happy about that. Alright, so we have VK 4502B up next here for my next quest. Yeah, like trying out different tank lines, that's what, you know, my least favorite part about World of Tanks is honestly grinding. Like the same tank over and over. I like playing a bunch of different things to where, you know, while I do recommend certain lines for, you know, people that ask, like newer players, or like what line over another, end goal was to definitely get all the tanks, and that way I have a nice selection to pick from. You can Google what's a Wooloo. It came from the first game that I ever really played on PC though. Yeah, it's like Player Unknowns, it's definitely not the most interesting at times. It was kind of funny. I posted the thing in Discord after the last stream that literally Really? You're just gonna keep turning? Like, he was gonna keep turning with me because he just wouldn't let me get there first. Honestly, it's more important for me to get up there farther because, like, in an E3, he's gonna be sitting back in the camping spot. Most likely, his armor is not gonna come into play at all. And unfortunately, we could use him in the south. E3 does work in the south very well, or pushing up here, but I'm going to try to get myself up this way. I'm usually more comfortable fighting in the north. But right now it looks like Total War is edging out PlayerUnknown's. It's still in closed beta right now, but very soon it's going to be in open beta if it hasn't already. Last I checked though, it was still in closed beta. I played a couple battles in Total War 2 days ago. Yep. I kind of did a couple battles in Total War, then I did Dreadnought, and I played one in PlayerUnknown's. Kind of did like a little bit of everything. Mighty, please, I did see that you requested T55A, I think, a little bit ago. I do one tank request per person, unless, you know, I get through your request and there's nothing else in the queue. Hello, Sidro. Nice to see you. But looks like Tuesday night we'll be playing Total War Arena. Unless someone had purchased... There is an option in Fussbot. You can buy Tuesday night's game ahead of time, and there's no vote. But I'll have to see if that was bought. I don't think it was. Artie's most likely... Yeah, gonna hit me. It easy. Oh, we need to rethink this. I can't push up there given my gun depression. I was kind of hoping that we'd be stuck here for a little bit, but people are starting to fight differently in that area. It's alright, Mighty. Like, I'll keep it in the queue. It's just, you know, usually I do one per person. But it looks like, you know, I'll probably have time to be able to do multiples. Just going here, I'm watching where that E3 is, but most likely there's a Scorpion G that's going to be able to hit me. Oh, crap. Luckily I just caught him. Isn't the safest of spots though, especially I'm really surprised that he was... I don't think he could hit my lower plate. Yep, there it is, that WZ. I got myself too far out and I had my turret turned. Because you're not safe here as much as you think you are. Fortunately though, I got myself here, I got myself ammo racked, and we don't have a spotter in the center anymore. So this T-32 unfortunately is probably not gonna like his decision. Just waiting for this guy to pop back up. But this IS-7, if I turn my turret enough, he's gonna be able to get me. Here we go. Lost a little bit more HP, but he was getting some good rolls, that 46. He did 441 for the last shot. And before that, he did like 460-ish. Unfortunately, I can't even hit the IS-7, where I'm just kind of arty bait right now. I can't shoot the AMX. Can't shoot the OHO. Can't shoot the TD that just killed that guy. Kind of in a precarious spot right now. Where that TD still can hit me through the T-32. It's a really bad shot on his part, but he still has a chance. I'm just doing my best to wiggle around here and hope that they can kill that VK up there. Don't have a shot there. I I do now, though. He also has a shot on me, that AMX. Yep, here comes the Ichi. That's not good for me. But the only hope I have is pushing here and hoping the IS-7 can't hit me eventually, but I can get hit by those TDs much easier now. But we are defending to where the longer I stay alive here, the better. We'll see though if I make it out of this crappy spot I got myself in. Because if the IS-7, oh lord, yep, he is coming to get me now. I don't blame him. I am capable of being hit from the center now. I just hope my reflexes are good enough here. Ooh, come on, bounce one more time. The IS-7's coming now. And I can get hit, unfortunately, from the center. Yeah, the WZ got me eventually. Yeah, he got me in the side turret. You know, it was... I probably could have pushed because the IS-7 was still loading and hope for the best, but... yeah. We still can win. It sounds completely far-fetched, but honestly, if the Scorpion G holds his ground and the E3 potentially can, it all, you know, it comes down to those two guys, of course, but as long as they can hold this, the E3 pushing by himself, though, is honestly, he needs to fall back because he's going to get flanked and no one can help him. Yeah, it's going to be game over. But as long as we had E3, you can reset the cap from there, and the people on the hill and where I was could support. Anyway, though, let me well, I'm glad you're getting, hopefully you're feeling a little bit better, Graham. I see you said you're still recovering. But, you know, I will be playing Total War Arena coming Tuesday. I don't think, no, nobody bought the buy Tuesday night stream. Let's see, I'm just catching up on making sure I have tank requests. It's like, you know, if anyone does want to, you can, it looks like there is time for me to take a few more requests. But as far as making sure I don't have anything missed here, right, we got the Jackson coming up next. Oops, there we go. I was wondering if I was going to be able to get that here, which I got a Valley of Patents. Destroy 100 patent tanks. Okay, so I'm up to 400. Top 3 damage though. Unfortunately, we ended up losing. Honestly, if that E3 hadn't have pushed, it was a really hard decision on his part. We might have stood a chance there, but just from running out the clock. But top 3 damage, 3100 block, not as much assist as I'd like, but whoops, did not mean to click that. Get into a battle here. One more day of antibiotics. Well, hopefully it works out for you. So basically, okay, Sheridan request. Basically, as far as a Tournant, I'm probably not pronouncing it completely right. Chef, so Chef de Tournant. There, a few of the ranks are like French culinary terms I put in there. It's basically a chef that can do everything on the main line of cooking. So say someone has a day off, to where you have 4 positions, say, on a line. Not all lines there is. Say you have like a grill station, someone does like the veggies, saute, and pantry. The chef de tournant would basically cover, you know, say 1 or 2 days of each of those positions. Kind of the day off person, the roundsman. There's a few different names. We have a lot of people heading to the flag, which is scary. But we'll see. Playing this side doesn't always turn out the way you would like it, but I'm hoping it does well for me. Who shot there? I knew I had a shot on him, but I'd rather hit their Dicker Max when we have them spot it. Yep. And of course I stuck my neck out a little bit too far for too long there. That's not good. But in culinary school, I actually had to learn like all those individual positions, and like that was part of like the quizzes. They had to have like a written part, so a lot of that was like technical terms or like not recipes, but techniques and like the parts of a technique, where like recipes will lay out like step by step, but for certain like base sauces, what they call mother sauces in French cooking, you know, there's a certain process that you do follow each time, even if you do change out some of the ingredients. Oh, I'm gonna not be in a good spot here. Run, this might get me killed, but I was gonna die if I stayed there. Damned if I do, damned if I don't, basically. I honestly don't have a favorite chef, to be honest. Like, I don't... like, it sounds weird, like, but, you know, for cooking being my profession, it's not that I hate, like, cooking shows and stuff, it's just, I honestly don't see the whole thing about celebrity chefs, like... But, you know, that's just, you know, a lot of the stuff you see, say, on those shows and stuff, a lot of it is made up, or like spliced to made look differently. But most of it is just entertainment, to where, you know, they're definitely not bad chefs, don't get me wrong. It's just, to me, the term celebrity and chef don't exactly go together in today's day and age, I feel like. So, don't really have a favorite chef. Can I say myself? Might be a little bit biased though on that pick. I thought he was gonna... Crap, that was another bad shot on my part. We're getting torn to shreds here though. I could have hit him. Please don't be there. P82 spot it right about now, I think. Hello, nice guy. Nice to see you. First tier 10 tank, the T30 heavy. Yes, the T30. Back then there was only a choice between the IS-7, the mouse, and a T30 for tier 10s. Not sure I'm going to be able to spot this Dicker Max before he can hit me. I'll chuck around at him, but we're still kind of in the running here. Unfortunately, we have 4 people near the cat, but only one of them's on it. Crap. I really needed to hit that. Really needed to hit that as well. That's the only chance I was gonna have. Oh, Oh, no, the M6 got me. I can't believe I made that mistake. I should have moved forward as I was turning instead of turn in place, but womp womp womp. So honestly, had I not died there, could have killed the Dicker Max. By then, it's a toss-up whether or not, you know, I get another shot in M6 or the G1. But that's, unfortunately, that was a pretty big mistake on my part. Alright, so I'm going to start another raffle here. Winner gets 2,000 Levi biscuits we're at so far. Alright, next tank E50M. Then I'm going to do another grind. Well, tier 10 isn't everything, you know? Rachel Ray's your favorite? Honestly, I don't know if you picked her for specific reasons, but I think in that case, Giada would be mine if it came to like one of those celebrity like Food Network chefs. But I don't watch it for the cooking. That's a, yeah, GG grading about on Discord your first tank line. Yeah, I really like the old M24. You know, back when it was the top tier 5 light, when the, you know, light tanks didn't even progress past that. Thank you very much, Labobo, for the tip. Alright, so tier 10 only. I'm gonna go center-ish. You're undefeated in the E50M still? Wish I could say the same. Alright, so up after this I'm gonna hop into a grind, probably the T34-100. I do need to play that a little bit more because I'm 30,000 away, I think, from the tier 8, the TVP after it. So I do need to finish that. And then I get the T55A, I have another grind. Bat chat request. Oh god. I was trying not to ram him, honestly, but that almost flipped me. Alright, need to be very, very concerned about that. Wanted to make sure I actually landed that shot. Does not look like they're defending the north very well. So I'll try to help out the south if I can get a... let's say if I can get an easy shot on the E4, but that kind of went out the window. Took too long. Just as I said that, now they have an IS-4, Kronwagen, and a 140 up on the ridgeline. Our E4 pushed too far, so he's probably a lost cause. I'm not angled right here, but also go for it because I'm running out of time with, I just got shot from the center there. It's really hard to break a defense if they have people here and you're not able to push the south. No problem, Phil. I'm glad I could help out with the skillet. I actually just used mine a little bit ago. I cooked some salmon tonight. Pretty much though, cast iron pans, as long as it's not like visibly dirty, it's not going to kill you. The wear, you know, it's just a little bit of fine tuning and you'll get it back to perfection. Okay, where are you going, EVP? Guess I'm kind of terrified with this JPZ here. But I can also see, okay, I can spot in the E3. can also see pushing, because now, good, they followed me. Crap, I missed that shot. They should be able to kill that JPZ very easily, without any added help. And this T... Oops, I should help him now. That E3 though has me a little bit scared. Crap. That was bad. Bad. Alright, I actually need to pull back here because of him, but I might get shot by a Badger and or an E3. Sorry, Mr. Bat. I should have shot that PZ-7 as well. Try to save you if you're still out here. So that ended a little bit worse off than I thought it would. We're still in a good position. We're up by 6, you know, but don't know why there's a TVP still trying to do that. Should have died there. Hello, Marga. Nice to see you. I'm gonna have to catch up on chat shortly because even though we're up by a lot, I'm still trying to eke out a little bit more here or there. Should be able to... No. I'll track the Badger, but I thought I was gonna be able to damage. Same with him. Did not think he could hit me. Alright. Let's see if this works. If it doesn't, I completely regret this decision. Should be safe behind this, except for from this 140 chucking heat at me. And the M48. Yeah. Heat just murders the E50 or E50M. He's able to pretty much pen the entire front of my tank. The only thing saving me is if he misses here. Yeah. But that's where, you know, unfortunately for me, E50M, it's a good tank, but if people are throwing heat at you, specifically, you know, they're able to pen pretty much everything but the mantlet, but these go from being, you know, ricochet, you can bounce stuff because of the angle, automatically pens it. Pretty much every single heat round that's a high tier can pen through that angled bit. Hunter, unfortunately I don't change my tank setups, but I can play a T49. I don't change my guns or anything for tanks. The only exception to that is there is one thing in Fussbot where I throw HE only out of a tank. But yeah, we did lose the M36 match. That was my fault. I could have played that better. Decent match here though. Our team, honestly, we did damn good. No other words to say it. Almost, yeah, most of our team almost did 2,000 or more damage. That's a good match. So I have a grind coming up before I get to the E55A. So let me hop into guy right here. Hello, Blake. Nice to see you. Which, congrats, Fix It Man, for the raffle win. Hello, Hurricane. Nice to see you. Making sure I didn't miss any like questions or anything. The chef is the chief in the kitchen? Depends. There can be a lot of chefs in the kitchen, honestly. Like technically, like it depends on the restaurant too. Like technically, my job position's sous chef. My brother is the executive chef at our restaurant. But like, say sometimes he comes in to help us out during like an earlier thing in the day. Sometimes he's like, oh, I'm just here to help. You're in charge still. You know, it all depends on, you know, a lot of different factors. Unless you're in France, and then the positions, honestly, Europe and France, they take things way more seriously. Just the stream, I guess, saw my connection. There is something wrong with my internet. I can almost guarantee it's because of the snow. Our little junction box in the neighborhood is under about 2 feet of snow right now. Hopefully nobody hit it with like a snowplow, which honestly probably happened because we had like, you know, people in pickup trucks from the township just like ramming snow because they barely could push it off the road because we didn't have real snowplows available for neighborhoods, to where they probably rammed snow right over where my internet hooks into like the main line. That's what I've been guessing, but we'll figure that out starting. Hopefully my internet doesn't die. Everything's starting to thaw tomorrow night, so if for whatever reason I can't stream middle of the week here, it's because of that. It's alright, Vance. I probably will say what I have up here is all I'm going to be able to do for the stream, so. Get on red, Nox? I have no idea, to be honest. If you mean for World of Tanks. I shot the ground. That's not too surprising. See you, Graham. Have a nice night. Hopefully you you can sleep pretty well and you feel better. Alright. Do I think that there's TDs back here? Probably. So I'm gonna try to approach this smart, but ooh, that Type 64 actually, and I missed. He actually pulled off and killed that OI, and nobody is actually realizing he's still there. There we go. My nose is getting itchy. The humidity, with my heat working so hard, how cold it's been, and my humidity in the house is like I think it's like 10% or something for the past few days. It's like dry as all hell here. Use my language. Hello, Russian. Nice to see you. Alright, I'm gonna forget about the AT-7 right now. Hopefully help out a little bit over here. I actually do want him to ram me. We can one-shot him. ET-7, I think he turned. Yep. I'm gonna say he had to have turned if there's a guy right next to him. Pretty nice fight though, for our team at least. Up to 1300 damage. I'm just gonna mop up the rest of them at this point. Yeah, honestly, I've never heard that, to be honest. The games against you, nah. Like, you know, sometimes you definitely have bad luck and like streaks, but I definitely, not that I think you are saying this, but I definitely don't think like the game gets rigged against you. Like, I saw someone mention that, like, you know, if you win a certain amount of battles or something, then Matchmaker starts giving you worse teams to fight on, like stuff like that. I've seen plenty of people say that, to where, you know, the game doesn't do that. It's all based off of some patent that Wargaming keeps re-upping about matchmaking, but honestly, it's just, it comes down to your brain, you know, whether you admit it or not. Typically you remember the best of times and the worst of times, especially when it comes to something in this scenario. Like if you're focusing on matchmaking and you're going through a bad streak, you're going to remember that, you know, at least for the short term. And it's just something to where you know, it's just how we think, to where I try my best just to be like, you know, if I'm not doing anything terribly wrong or, you know, that's out of my control, then I'm not too angry at myself. Like if, say something has a low roll and someone has 1 HP, kills me and we lose the match, I'm a little bit annoyed, but, you know, that's the game, you know. You take it for the best, you take it for the worst. Thank you very much, Dana, for the tip. Glad you liked the stream, which actually got first ace in this, surprisingly. I didn't think it was going to be an ace, but they kept giving me damage there at the end, so I'll take it. So, ace tanker, top 2 damage. Not bad, since I wasn't a top tier here. You know, 2,500 damage, 5 kills, most amount of experience, and 1,200 assist. I keep reading things a little bit wrong tonight, but pretty good fight. I'm glad I hopped into this when I did here. I'm glad I got this ace because I'm almost done the grind here. Under 30,000 experience, I believe now, till the dreaded TVU, I think. But yeah, let me add a couple things to the... Thank you, John, for the tip. That's strange. Streamlabs isn't working for you. I guess it's not working for everybody tonight, but thank you very much for the super chat as well, John. Alright, let me get things fixed up here. But that was a pretty nice fight there, I would say. I'm honestly surprised that I got an ace. But that probably would have annoyed me if I finished this grind without actually getting an ace in it. Alright, so let me just fix this. There we go. All's well with the world. The next tank up is going to be the T55A. Then I have another grind coming up. And a bat chat after that. So since I just finished that, let me check my other grinds. RU I doubled. Nashorn I doubled, and I believe Arrow I doubled. I'll do the Nashorn again, just to switch it up a little bit. Or wait, no, sorry. T55A and then the Nashorn. I got ahead of myself here. I knew I was doing that wrong. So T55A, then the Nashorn up after this. I'm hoping all the snow melts here, Phil. Like right now, like I had to drive my future mother-in-law, Ryan and I, to the airport today. And honestly, most of the roads there's still like 4 feet of snow on either side. You have like 1.5 lanes instead of 2. And it's just terrible still. Like we came up to one red light. I saw it coming, so, you know, trying to stop. And you're just sliding and the car's like screaming at me like taking control over and like, you know, beeping or whatever the new cars do. Yeah, it's not very fun driving here in New Jersey right now. Alright, so we have literally the same map and matchup, but now with Artie and tier 10s. Mighty, I typically don't play after the streams now. Usually, if anyone sees me on outside of streams, I either just hop on to bang out a ton of matches in like an hour to grind, or I'm like making a video. But usually I don't have too much time to play outside of streams with how busy I typically am. Crap. I distracted myself there for a second. I was looking at the wrong part of the screen and just kind of spacing out for no reason. Yeah, like tomorrow, I'm gonna try my best to make a couple videos. But with all the snow, I have to be like a little limo driver for my grandparents. I don't mind doing it. Please don't push me out there, T10. You are really close to getting me HE'd in the side. I would be very upset if you did that and I wasn't the one to specifically get myself killed. Is this Type 4? Once he shoots you... God damn it. I was really hoping he would shoot you. It's not all about getting derped for no reason. Really hoping that our arty can help. This Batchat 12T is pushed in. That's nice. Oop, he notices me. Of course, British arty. Oh yeah, it's been, like, I don't mind snow, it's just, we got so much of it to where typically I'm in a really bad spot now, but I honestly can't get out of it. If I pull back where the T10, he's, you know, he's happy that he got there. If I pull back, I was still gonna die, to where I was just hoping they'd bounce off my turret and someone would help me. But unfortunately, the T10 pulled back and he died from up there. He wasn't even paying attention. And this guy, you know, is stuck engaging him. But never got any help there. But that's my fault. And, you know, really, unfortunately, our arty's gonna get flanked because we have nobody over there. Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, we have nobody over there. And, yeah, this is gonna go really bad really quickly. Hunter, I'm pretty much done the German light tank line. I'm at the RU-251. The Russian one, I'll get to it eventually. Honestly, it's not on my immediate list, so it's gonna take me a while to get to it. I'm kind of burned out, honestly, from lights because, you know, I did the French, Chinese, American pretty much all at the same time. Once they rebalanced all the lights together, so it kind of burned me out a little bit. You invite me to Russia? One of these days Ryan and I plan on heading over to like Europe area, I think, but I don't know if we'll make it that far. As far as improving your win rate, you know, weekends typically, I don't think the teams get like any worse on average. It's just, it changes the way gameplay happens to where honestly matches become really lopsided, because a lot of times with people that say only play during weekend specials, it's not that they're playing worse, it's just it tends to, honestly, at least for the NA server, things happen more aggressively. So that either really backfires on your team or it works out very well and you just steamroll to where it's just playing differently than what honestly we're used to. I can't comment about other servers, but as at least what I see is, you know, the lopsided matches, it might make it feel like teams are worse. It's just, honestly, the game just speeds up a little bit a lot of times during special events. But improving your win rate a lot of times, which, thank you for the subscription, Russian dude. You know, that comes down to honestly getting a pretty big impact in the beginning of the battle. Unfortunately, I'm probably not going to be able to do that here, given that I'm camping in a TD and my team has a pretty good foothold on all the important bits. I'll probably end up pushing towards the town since it's encounter, but I feel like we need at least one person up here. It's just, as of right now, I don't have any real shots. Okay, he's actually getting pretty close to where I can hit him somewhere. But yeah, he's dead. Yep, screw it. I've waited long enough. I hate, honestly, sitting back here in a TD. And I guess stupidly lost 93 HP. But, that's my fault for rushing it. Yeah, I'm slowly grinding out the RU-251. Honestly, I'm not a fan of it, but there's nothing really wrong with it. I just think I'm a little bit done with light tanks right now. As far as grinding, I don't like grinding tanks, honestly. Like, it's something, I don't mind popping in a battle here or there, but I don't like sit down and grind out a tank like for an hour or two. Like, I can pull off like really good matches because I get a feel for the tank, but you know, it gets a little bit boring after some time. I like popping into all different kinds of things. I'm just gonna lend my hand to capping unless I can get a shot on one of these peeps. Like the Hellcat I knew I had a shot on, but he pulled back enough to where... There we go. Granted, we're up by a lot, but this is why in counter mode you cap. Like, win the town, you pretty much win the match, because even if you lose the hill, you can't reset the cap the hill very easily unless we're trying to actively get shots, which I might die here, to be honest. But that's my fault if I do. Could have taken a shot there, but I'm just gonna go hide. We're only up by 2, so if we can cap out, I'll take it. He just lost a big chunk of HP. I guessed wrong there. The Strev 74. And he ruined me. Both Arties. I forgot all about him. I thought he was dead. I'm like, the Type 59 can't hit me. Nope. And of course I pulled back and already got me. That's my bad. At least we're still gonna win this, but oh well. So we have Batchat 25T coming up next here. So let's get into this guy. I'm glad you like the stream, True. I'm glad you can watch it this time. Well, the wedding? We are engaged. We haven't planned the wedding too much. Like, we kind of have a list of people to invite, but we haven't really figured out where, when, sometime this year. So, we're getting there. Hello, or see a cut. Thought you were popping in here. Have a nice night. I prefer the T62A, but honestly, they're virtually the same tank. Object 140 is a little bit better right now, though, given the better gun depression and the turret armor, honestly. You know, they're virtually the same to where, yeah. Most people would go with the 140, but I like the T62A for whatever reason. Alright, so up after this, I'm going to be running a raffle probably after the, I'm guessing the T49 battle. But I've got 5 tank requests left. That's probably going to be it for the stream there. There's a lot of stuff going to happen quickly. Unfortunately, I really like pushing this side, but I can't in a bat. I can't make myself do that because I will very much regret it. Levi is going to be part of the wedding. He might be my best man. I do know that I'm not allowed to live stream it. I was joking around with her about that though. Whoa, why is that guy going? Oh Lord. I might get myself in trouble. Especially I shot too low there. I had everything right outside of the elevation. Yep. This is not good for me. Yeah, there's a lot more over here than what I'm cut out to deal with. There is Artie. I'm kind of hoping though that this IS-7 doesn't spot me. Oh my god, we are gonna get smacked over here. I got him. I kind of had to hesitate a little bit on shooting, but yeah. Hello, Glenn. We just have a lot of our team's like camping like hard. Like I can't really run out there, but we had a little bit of armor like IS-7s, JPZ 100s, E100. Like we had stuff that could push out. Just they're deciding not to. Please, E4. Don't keep pushing. Crap. And yeah. I just wasted 2 shots there. Yeah. A little bit angry at that. I shouldn't have taken either one of those shots. Not that we have a very good chance here. We're down by 6. This mouse, honestly, I can't even clip him. The only way we're going to get in this is if we start taking tanks out, which... Yep, hoping he'd forget about me. Not going to go well with my reload. Oh my god. Especially like that. Yep, mouse got me. I forgot all about him already. This type of match I'm having. Yeah. I'm not going to be able to do anything else. That was a really bad battle, but it is Ensk. Tier 10 only with bat chat. Like, you can't... It's not like you can dive in by yourself and win a flank. Unfortunately, nothing to really work off of there. I was trying, Destroyer. It wasn't working out too well, though. Alright. At least we did win mines in the Nashorn. So I have a Sheridan up next here. Which, coming out somewhat soon, we should see a rework for the Sheridan. They do have a new tank model for that. That'll make it more like, you know, the actual tank instead of a prototype. I will add the E5 up to the request list. I can't guarantee I can play it, Glenn, but I'll try my best to get to it. I'll add the Tiger 2 up as well. It's just unfortunately I can't stream too much later, past 11 here. I gotta get up early to do a few things. Usually I can sleep in a little bit Monday, say like 7 or 8 o'clock, but I'll be getting up at 5, so... Pressure's on, top tier. Let's see, do I want to do a quickie as far as a little spot? I don't know. More damage? Have at it. Oh god, our mouse is not going over here. That is terrifyingly. Like, I'm gonna spot real quick over here. Yeah, I can't fight over there. Good luck, T95. You are on your own. Oh my god. At least it's encounter, but still. This is usually a very bad idea unless we can like put 3 people on the cap and the enemy decides not to push at all. I'm mainly driving over this for the lavender, so we have not seen anything yet, which is also terrifying. We have so many slow tanks that they can't even keep up, even though we're still pushing basically at full speed. Definitely spot it now. Oh lord, that was very, very poor. Could have pulled in and helped out the bat chat, but at this point it's too late for me to get over there in time. Hopefully the 6+ other people can do something. Crap. See, I'm struggling right now because our team's doing, you know, something completely different than what usually happens on this map. And I'm like, okay, where do I fight? Because they shouldn't need me down there. Open. I'm really hoping their TDs can't hit me, but they might be able to. Of course I missed. Why wouldn't I miss? But I can't really pen him very well, because if I stay out here too long, they're gonna completely spank me. Yeah. But the accuracy on this thing and the penetration, it's not like it's overwhelmingly good. Like, it's not bad, don't get me wrong, it's just tier 10 lights, it's not like you can just punch through any armor you want to. But we'll try here. Our other side, fortunately, didn't fall as fast as it should have, but I'm not doing too well at the whole shooting game here. Anybody? Unfortunately I cannot, no. Like, I can look in fuss spot again, but it doesn't I don't think I have an option for that. We should still cap. I'm gonna give a little look-see. But right now, our team's still pushing. Why are we pushing? Like, all these heavies are pushing this way when, yeah, they're gonna be coming from the south. Oh god, now every single one of them turned around. Like we can't all ditch. Like we are, you know, we're up by 4, now we're only up by 3, but we went from having too many up here to about, now I'm going back up here to spot. At least the Ferdinand turned around. But I'm just making sure that nothing kind of slips through here. Hopefully. We only have 20 seconds left till we cap out. I do have, it's semi-transparent behind it. I just don't want to make it too transparent, if that makes, or too opaque, if that makes sense. But I will take a look at it, guys. But the countdown's a little hard to see too, because I do shrink it a ton. Usually like the starting view for it, it's like 20 to 30 times bigger than what it actually is. Probably gonna die here. Yep, there's that Yag Tiger. He spotted me. Yeah, at least we're gonna cap him now. Maybe. There we go. Alright, at least we got a win there. I'll make you a new rank here. Top 3, or not top 3, mastery badge. I'm not top 3 at all. Middle of the pack for damage. But at the very least, a little bit more experience since I spot it for 2400. I'll give you a new rank here shortly. Let me hop into the IS4 quick. There we go, Dana. Should be working. Okay, as far as the stream countdown, looking at it now, yeah, I actually could change it to a different color. The only problem with that is I'd have to like make it so it would show up like blue or red or something, but I can change it from white. I'm not gonna try it now because I'll honestly probably break it, but I can change the text color. Oh, I might be able to get to your request, Glenn. We'll see. Hello, Tankus. Nice to see you. Okay, as far as like overlays and stuff, like the way I have it set up is my overlays sit just above, you know, the client and also my webcams. Anything else is above my overlays, because there is, you can see now that we're in something darker, there is kind of like a little background in them, but I don't want to make them like 100%, you know, not see-through, because any more I found, it makes it feel weird, like really boxy, you can't see behind it. But I'll play around with it later. The problem being is I can't like bold it or make like an outline. I only can change the text color. I'll fiddle around. But anyway, IS-4 here. Fortunately a grand battle, so we'll see. Just usually, you know, there's 6 TDs on an enemy team. Fortunately, that's good for me because usually there's a lot of TDs, but it's just IS-4 doesn't do too well against... there's a blue tank. Doesn't do too well against premium rounds, which usually in the 30v30 battles I find are thrown more, you know, more frequently than 15 versus 15. But I'm going to try my best to push the town. Up after this, I have a T49 request, Kronwagen, Luva, T125, Tiger 2. I'll try my best to get to all of them. No promises though. My next stream coming up though is going to be Tuesday morning, unless something goes wrong and my internet breaks. I am a little bit concerned about when all this snow melts, what's left underneath it. Yeah, and then Tuesday night is Total War Arena. And yeah, after that I have another Thursday World of Tanks stream in the morning for the weekend. Hopefully though I'll have a couple like extra videos, and I plan on updating some stuff on WoT Guru, like specifically some outdated guides. But I fell a little bit behind here because with this storm I didn't really have any time to do videos or articles and stuff. I was either shoveling or, you know, hanging out and frying. Not all too bad. I actually like shoveling snow, so sounds weird, but I'm weird. Yep, there's a heat round from an E5, not surprised. Ah, he angled more. He's gonna be able to get me if he uses a repair kit. Yep, object 140 from the center. Not too surprised there. Just kinda hoping I can get... IS-7 should still be reloading. Might have ammo racked him there. That's where his ammo rack is, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, where are you heading specifically? Ah, that IS-4 got me again. God damn it. I do like this side because you can tuck into here, but unless I have someone... Here's a T-62A. Tank a shot for me. You can get stuck here until you turn the corner. See if I can get a shot through. There he is. He still damaged me. Unfortunately, I honestly don't know where he hit me. He looks like he pinned me on the upper plate, because I don't think my corner was out there. It could have been, but I don't think my corner was stuck out there. Definitely isn't now. Right now I am kind of playing with fire, trying to bounce around from somebody that I know that is definitely aiming at me. We ended up getting 1.5 feet of snow. So more than we've gotten in the past 2 years combined. Usually at most we get, like in snowstorms, like 6 inches, 8 inches, and it warms up above freezing within the next like day or two. Just with how Cape May has, you know, the ocean all around it more or less. We've been below freezing for the past 2 weeks or more, maybe I would say 2.5 weeks. We've been, you know, like the past weekend basically it's been 10 degrees or colder, like even in the daytime. It's kind of like unheard of here. I don't mind it too much, but it's definitely different than the weather that we are used to. But that's where, you know, like we don't have enough, like say snow plows and resources available to actually deal with all of this. Guess it's a decent time to be a high school kid, because got 2 days off from school. Awesome, the Badger disappeared, even though he's well within RV range. Thank God. Let's say I don't want to throw a ton of heat rounds if I don't have to. M48 though is chucking heat, of course. But yeah, as far as the snow, our problem too was it was so windy. Like today's the first day where it's below like 30-mile-per-hour winds that just kept blowing everywhere. Like my roads out right outside my house here are still solid ice from like the snow just getting packed down. Poor Levi, yeah, I got torn to shreds there. But that's my fault. I was playing that a little aggressive. I should have played it safer since I had low HP. 2,700 damage though, but you know, honestly the premium I should have played it a lot slower. But yeah, like it's solid ice and poor Levi's like slipping and sliding everywhere. I did get some pictures and like videos of them. I plan on posting them up eventually. I might be able to find one here quick though. I'm trying to find a good one. Not exactly the best quality, of course, because I'm just gonna hold it up to the webcam. But as far as Levi here, he really likes to eat snow, so we throw snowballs for him. That's actually some of the snow was drifting so much that you'd go from places with, like, say like a dusting, like an inch of snow, like right there we had a few inches, up to like 2+ feet. It's, yeah, it is so different than what we usually get here. Alright, hopefully I put everything back right. I don't think everyone wants like a 60% webcam stream from me. But unfortunately, like, we have a large field near our house. We wanted to take him out there because he loves just running around. The snow was drifting so much that we actually couldn't make it out there because the end of the field that we live on, it all pushed to that end to where he couldn't even walk through the snow drifts. It was that bad. He would just sink and he'd be like pedaling his legs around. Crap. He had heat, I had AP, and that doesn't work out too well. I was trying to piss him off by knocking his gun out, but we'll see if they keep diving in here. Unfortunately, I can't really hit him back, but unless they're already start shooting me. Fairly safe from getting shot from elsewhere, but at least I got them spotted. Alright, I need to go somewhere else. Crap, stop frickin' drowning. T49. I really like that spot that I was in too. Ah, crap. I keep getting myself in spots where I can't aim back at him. He's able to hit me now. Crap, this Type 59's coming for me. Unfortunately though, I lost HP, so I'm not in a very good position. Yeah. I just gotta live with my choice right now. I'm gonna get one more shot off most likely, and I'm dead. Unfortunately, though, he sucked up on the edge there, and we didn't get another shot on him in time. Yep, crappy battle, but honestly, certain maps like Abbey there in a light, I find a really hard time preventing myself from like pushing out and playing aggressive, because a lot of times if you wait, the match is over with. But I definitely played that a little bit too fast for the people behind me weren't close enough to support me. Soviet tanks, I have quite a few Russian tanks. Tankist. I do need one of those, yes. Honestly, the amount of people around here that have say like ATVs or like snowmobiles and stuff that have been using them, I'm honestly surprised, because like for like every single day outside of like say a handful of days in a year, you can't use them. Like it's illegal, honestly, and there's no snow, and you know, and then they all pop out, you know, first time there's snow. Alright, where do I want to go? I'm probably gonna head to the center. I might regret going here, but if nobody else heads here, I kind of want to go to the hill, but we have nobody in the center, so I guess I'm heading here. Just, I'm probably just gonna get shot up from the hill, unfortunately, but I guess my counter to that is I can help. If I push fast enough, I can help push this side if I do it fast, but I don't like sitting here and just getting plastered from the hill. We don't have anyone pushing it. Let's see how well this works out. So it is in counter, so this side isn't as important, but we really need this left to start pushing up. I am just outside of... They have a lot of people up on the hill already, and pretty far at that as well. Honestly, I only got hit by a prototype. I didn't get any other bounces or anything, so we should just be able to good rate. I can't talk. Good push right through. I'm struggling here. It's always like the last half hour or so of stream. I'm like, here we go. All right, we're getting capped out. It's like, why is everyone stopping? I know I'm gonna take so much freaking damage pushing here by myself, but I honestly can't wait, because either I'm gonna push or nobody's gonna push. That's what it feels like to me. I got him. I'm just worried about this PZ7. He's gonna get another hole shot on me if I don't. Already got a big hit there. There we go. It's just like, holy hell, like there's one tank over there, and unfortunately he had another easy hit on me. His bat chat's like licking his chops, and I'm not even loaded. He might actually be able to kill me here. Because I'm still honestly confused. Like, I hope that he can kill the Artie. It was an A6 or A7. This M41 pushing up. Oh, here comes the bat. I should have clicked. I was just about to, and he killed me. But like, of all things, this is honestly chai sniping, and that honestly, that pisses me off that someone's doing that when you're top tier like that. Hopefully we win, but he's he could have just ran up to the edge of the map in the north and shot the PC-7 from the back in that tank. But, oh well. On to the next tank. I'm also trying to play a little bit faster here instead of watching the end, so I can get all these requests in, but that annoyed me a little bit, that literally all those people stopped. But that happens. And the Kronwagen, unfortunately with the long reload, it doesn't do well in those situations. Now let me start the last raffle of the stream here. The TVP, he's, hello Lashlin, he was specifically, people call it chai sniping, but I can almost guarantee he was just sitting at long range, preferably if you have premium rounds, and people that say grind out marks of excellence or specifically play to pad stats, they will literally sit in spots like that well behind their team and just try to get as much damage as possible, even though you have a better chance of winning. Say if he pushed up a little bit, not even like say push right into the PZ7, but you know, go towards where the flag usually is, shoot him from the back. People will specifically do that just because it does get you a lot of damage a lot of times if you're using premium especially, but you know, unfortunately it's not exactly kosher in my book. So sorry J-Time, you know, please don't spam either. I don't have any more time for tank requests. I might be able, I'm gonna try to get the E5 in. See you, Israel. But you know, unfortunately it's the end of the stream. Crap. I should have figured I was gonna get hit there, but unfortunately it's the end of the stream. I can't take any more tank requests. I do need sleep at some point. I had to, you know, wasn't in the plans today to drive to an airport, and that's what happened. Not that it was bad, I don't mind driving family to the airport. Took a little bit out of me though, driving in basically snow and ice. And somehow he penned. Awesome. He hit me literally. That's the only spot he can pen the freaking turret front. This is not a good match for me. Honestly, the first shot was on me. That shot was, that was just lucky. But it happens. I did get myself in a spot to where... Yeah, there we go. He actually bounced. Unfortunately, at low HP now, they're probably just going to push into us. That's at least the smart thing they should do. This guy's just, I don't know how he made it through there. Literally, he took one shot and that was pretty much it. Oop, yep, E5 with heat. Yep, and I'm done. That's not a good fight at all. Sorry for whoever requested that tank, but nope. Not a good battle. So T20 and E5, and this is gonna be my last tank here. Especially, I'm honestly trying to play these things too fast, and it's not working well. And I've been playing pretty well all stream up till last few battles. At least we won this. But case in point, this TVP should have top damage, and he doesn't. Holy crap! What was he doing? He shot 21 times, 16 hits, only 4 pens. So he was literally sitting in that spot at the end, just bouncing off of the PZ7 instead of flanking him. Yeah, he deserves to be on a blacklist. Thank you very much, J-Time, for the subscription. Which, unfortunately, I don't have an LTG as well. But, as far as asking... I thought 12 seconds meant maybe the end stream time, but it still is 35 seconds up here. You know, this is probably going to be, Yep, grand battle to where this is going to be my last fight. Sorry I couldn't get to the Tiger 2 destroyer. But next time I'm streaming Tuesday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Feel free to request tanks then, or if you're on the Discord, we have a Discord invite to where you can request tanks there, which I'll post that. But this is definitely gonna be my last one since it's getting a little late for me. Congrats, Nice Cuppa, on winning the raffle. But pretty fun stream here. Got what, 2 ace tankers, I think, 2 or 3 first classes. Oh, thanks, Phil. Honestly, I know I don't pronounce it right all the time, but from hearing a few other, or not even just a few, I actually went over and looked at a bunch of other people pronouncing it. Everyone pronounces it differently. Whether it's like you do the Google Translate or you watch a different streamer or something, everyone says it differently to where I literally don't care. I know you don't mean it, you know, with malice, but yeah, it's just something to where, at this point, I don't care if I pronounce things wrong. Alright, let's see what we can do here. That leopard's probably not going to push. I've seen it strange. It's kind of strange that the first few times I played this battle, or not battle, the map, you usually are very heavy in the south on both sides, to where I feel like most people now progress towards the north, and now the north's heavy. I think it actually works out pretty well though, because, or right now it's honestly not going to work out too well for us, I think, but I usually find the south to be kind of boring if you have too many tanks down in it. Am I gonna spot anything? I spotted a couple guys. Probably not gonna like the outcome. Luckily I bounced the JPZ 100. A lot of people camp on this map as far as like TDs and stuff go. It's not wrong to camp, but you know, pushing in that spot and your proxy spot it, you can take a shot from someone that has literally no other enemy tank spotted on their screen because they're so far back. They. I'm not too concerned. The T100 LT, I know he's kind of here. I guess I'll take a crack at him. I missed, but his IS-4 is still kind of hanging on down there. He just killed himself. You gotta love it. Holy crap, there's another T100. All right. His IS-4 is still alive. I kind of wasted it, and now they know I'm, you know, I'm spotted to where I have no idea how that guy is still alive. Alright, now they're finally pushing. Okay. I was just set up here to where if they push across, I'll be able to take shots at them. I'm not going to be safe from Artie, but it definitely puts a little bit of a damper on. I don't know how that IS-4 survived as long as he did. Alright. I need to rethink things now. They're not going to push through there, come to think of it, because there's 3 tanks that's sitting at the end. See you, McFinger. What's my pen? Off the top of my head, I don't know. It's like 250 something, but well, hard for me to look at that right now. We have someone trying to bully another person. Okay, screw it. I'm going for it. It's probably going to end very badly for me, but oh god, I have heat loaded. I do not want heat. Alright, that worked. Awesome. Except for the E3s now. He's dead. Or not dead. Now he's dead. But definitely my last fight here, guys. So thank you very much for watching. It was a fun stream. Not out of the woods yet, though. Like, we're up by 5, but it could go either way still. Yeah, unfortunately, I could go. I just hope it doesn't take me too long just to get up on. You really need to. This is gonna. Luckily he missed. E100 is getting very close to getting on my blacklist because he is yelling at people where, you know, they don't deserve to be yelled at. He's not even paying attention, so I'm just gonna go this way. Unfortunately, that frickin' bush. I should have remembered that there was a bush there, but I'm like, the E4 hasn't spotted me yet. Yep, and of course he did. Yeah, and I guess stupidly took another shot from him. This is where Artie can probably get another hit on me if I'm unlucky. Yep, I knew Artie was gonna try to hit me. I'm really the only shot he has. He can't hit anyone in the north. And the guys around here with me, you know, he couldn't really hit. God, there's a freaking badger of all tanks. Oh god. Yep, this is not going to be good, but this E4 is probably going to do merry-go-round and try to flank me. So I'm going to try to run with... Oh, never mind. He's going back that way for some reason. We need to kill that badger. What? I get for not aiming. It's gonna cost me my life. I somehow bounce. Don't think it's gonna work, but nope. 1 second too long. Oh well. That's my fault. I should still be alive right now, but yeah. At least we should win this one. Like, it's down against 2 tanks. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. So, well, the IS-7, it's not going to get buffed at all. It's already been buffed. It's a good tank. They are going to switch around the next patch coming in February. They're taking the T10 out, moving that over to a different line with another tier 10 following it. But we're getting basically the Object 252U, so the tier 8 Defender Premium. There's going to be a tank very similar to that, basically buffed up to tier 9. I think a little bit more alpha, a little bit more armor, not much though. That's going to be leading to the IS-7. But anyway, you know, thanks for watching, guys. It was a fun stream. Tuesday, I'll be streaming World of Tanks in the morning. At nighttime, I'll be playing Total War Arena. So it'll be a pretty fun Tuesday streaming day. Trying to wait for the end here. Unfortunately, you know, chasing down an Artie is not exactly the fastest thing. He's definitely, I'm guessing he's still over this way though. So thanks Merlin and everyone else. Yeah, hopefully, you know, tomorrow I'll be driving a little bit around with my, he is over there, my grandparents, helping him with a few appointments, but I think we'll be alright. Alright, but which Blake, there is a cooldown on Flipcoin, that's why it's not working for you. Once you do it once, it locks you out for 15 minutes. But anyway, you know, thanks again for watching, guys. It's a fun stream today. Mastery Badge 2nd class to end the stream. Yeah, our team went 10-3. He did a really good job. So did theirs. But anyway, thanks again for watching. Have a nice night or a nice day, depending on where you're at. And hopefully I'll see some of you guys on Tuesday. See ya.